scan of Shona, I decided to do a video for your peer review. Please remember that I have never completed an annotated bibliography of any kind, let alone give feedback, but I will give it my best shot, so here goes. I'm going to start with a quote from your work. With articles written from an Indigenous perspective, we can see the difference emphasized for each community involved. Utilizing the Indigenous viewpoint provides truth and understanding that cannot be obtained by non-Indigenous individuals, and working with methodologies that support the Indigenous ways of knowing will help strengthen the role Indigenous people play in healthcare. These statements are very powerful, and I can understand that you get it. You understand that the key to building trusting relationships with Indigenous people is understanding their point of view, and when you don't understand, you have the courage to ask. The fact that you have searched and found articles giving an Indigenous perspective towards leadership in the healthcare field is key. For me, as an Indigenous person, it shows me that you truly care about making a difference, so nyawa for that. All of your articles were very recent, and I thought that you checked every box for the requirements for this assignment. I highlighted another quote from the Gallagher article, and that was the part where you said, doing with and not for is vital to being true partners to BC First Nations. I think this is true for all First Nations, not just BC. It is important to take on that attitude of with, not for. Indigenous people, we don't need saving. We just need people like you to listen so we can plan together how to move forward. This idea was highlighted again in your article, Improving Health Research Among Indigenous People in Canada, and also in your recommendations. I do not have anything negative to say about your project at all. I read it and read it again to try to find something to criticize, but I can honestly say that I cannot find anything. My only wish is that my writing was as fluid as your style. Reading your work truly inspired me and made me hopeful. Just keep doing what you're doing. Listen and talk. Work with, not for, just like you said in your recommendations. Nyawa for sharing your work, and I hope you enjoy your winter break.